Nigeria's unemployment rate stood at 27.1% in the second quarter of 2020, according to data from the National Bureau of Statistics, in the first of such figures released since 2018. The rate is an increase from the 23.1% of unemployed in the third quarter of 2018. Nigeria has since been grappling not only with the new coronavirus pandemic, but with the impact of plunging oil prices, which the world is presently battling with. One state that is, however, not resting on its oars in arresting the ugly trend is the state of excellence, Lagos. The state is using what it has to get what it needs. The ocean line, especially around Badagry axis, is littered with coconut trees. The hitherto unattractive resource is what the state is now turning into an oil well while empowering its teeming population of mostly unemployed youths.
I was given the opportunity to come to Lascoda to come and, get my own creativity. Actually, I know I'm good in artwork, but there are some things, sometimes you might not know how to bring out the real thing in you, but Lascoda brought it out in me, which I so much love. I now look at things, what can I get from coconut also? You can see my earrings, so good on me, natural beauty coming out from it. You can also see this earring I did. Look at my bracelets, my chain. I call this chain. People have been ordering for these things. You can see this thing. I seated myself down. Look at what can I get from this thing. I did a Mickey Mouse with a cap. It's made of coconut shell.
I really learned new things that I never thought I could ever do. Okay, for example, I used to look at people like carpenters using the saw, but when I saw my boss using a saw to cut, at first I thought, will I be able to hold a saw to work? But he actually was a very simple man. We had a very simple and nice instructor, so he came down to our level. He taught us everything, and in fact, just within a short time, I was able to use the instrument, start making crafts. I made a jug, so as it says, it can contain water without leaking. I have a flower vase. So actually, when I made this, I thought of it, how can I put flour in it? Will I have to pour sand in it? So I now thought of it. I have some newspapers at home, so I now made it into flour. I put it in it. Then I made a flower crafts.
I started artwork generally 3 years ago, but last year I now joined Lascoda project in Okobaba, where I was being trained on coconut crafts. Out of the coconut shell, we can still use it for design, like button. This is a button made out of the coconut shell. I have to appreciate Lascoda because they have done much. They have helped us in paying the EDI so that we can access loan from the World Bank to do more on this production.
The ability to modify coconut into artistic designs require creative skills and knowledge. These, the Lagos State Coconut Development Authority, Lascoda, is passionately handing down to better the lot of Lagosians and make the economy more viable. Rofiat Owonikoko, Mr. and Mrs. Sako Joseph, and Ademolagun Oluwabumi are part of Lascoda's success story.
Mo lọ kọ́ iṣẹ́ yìí ní ọdún tó kọjá. Ìgbà tí mo máa débẹ̀ gan mi ò mọ̀ pé àǹfààní tó pọ̀ wà ní ara pàpà àgbọn.
I had the training last year. I did not realize the benefits. It is not all the job you need to use machine for. There are some I can do manually. especially when there is no light. There are lots of benefits for those at home. You can do key holder, soap case, and a lot of things can be done manually, which include wall decorations. Lascoda empowered us financially, whereby we were able to obtain loans and not to refund. This is just to boost our job.
Lascoda has really put a smile on my face, because ordinarily I never thought of converting coconut shell into beautiful things like this. I'm so happy, because it has really added to the value in me.
We are both graduates, and we've been waiting, applying, submitting CV, contacting people, but at the end of the day, the helps are not forthcoming. But after this training, and with the help of the fashion idea that my wife has been able to acquire, and with the help of the Lagos State government through the Lascoda, through the Commissioner of Agric, Mrs. Abisola Olusonya, and the other personnel that attended the training, they really gave us words of motivation.
So I really thank the government, the Lagos State government, through the Lascoda team, because I can now say that yes, truly a good thing is really coming through the state government using the Lascoda team, because they have really paid for the EDI. So we can freely access loan now.
Somebody now told me that, do I know that I can use the cover, the back of it, for another thing, that there's nothing you can throw away from that coconut. And I said, how are we going to do that? They now told me that they are doing it at Lascoda, at Agege side. So I now went there. So I was told that if I want to do, I should register that time. So and I went for it. I was so happy. We use it for cup, like palm wine cup. Like if you use it for pepper soup, till you finish eating that pepper soup, it will still hot. So if you put hot water there, maybe for tea, so you will finish it, drinking it, it will still hot. And you can even use it to decorate your house. Lascoda, under the Lagos State government, they have already helped us to pay for the EDI certificates. We can easily borrow money from Central Bank. So to buy any equipment, because there's some equipment that we still need.
The Lagos State initiative in turning waste to wealth is no doubt a laudable achievement in making Lagos a 21st century economy. The Lascoda management remains committed in the training of more Lagosians.
I intend to learn more. I intend to expand on my knowledge. I intend to learn something new, because I don't know anything about this. I'm just learning.
I realized that inside coconut, you can get so many other things. Oil to cook, to eat, to rub your body, and some other byproducts of coconut, which is not known to people. So, and if those of us that are privileged to be aware of it, take advantage of trainings like this, and we transfer it to people outside there, within time, we could get something better. And this issue of no job, you will at least reduce it.
Are there more goodies in the kitty of Lascoda?
This year, we are talking to a private sector who is to establish a coconut husk processing factory in Badagry. 10,000 metric tons per annum coconut husk processing factory. This factory, when put in place, can employ direct employment to 1,000 individuals direct, and more than 3,000